My name's Pam Whitworth, and I'm the director of Shanti Children's Foundation here in Boulder, Colorado. Shanti Children's Foundation is a small nonprofit. We provide education for underprivileged children in Nepal. I went to Nepal for the first time in 1995. I'd always been kind of enamored with the Himalayas, and I had no idea on that first trip. I went trekking. I had no idea how much I would fall in love with the people. That was when I started sponsoring a child and getting involved with a school in Nepal and realizing how many children there were without education. Many of these children are first-generation literate, the first in their families to go to school. So once I started getting involved in sponsoring this one child, I would visit him just to check up and make sure that the money was actually going for his education. The schools that we work with now, we're talking about 20-some years later, they're all in the Kathmandu Valley, mainly in the Bodhanath area of Kathmandu. This is really the only large city in Nepal. So families who live in remote rural areas where there are no opportunities for their kids, they'll send them to Kathmandu to try to find some support. So kids sometimes walk, 4 or 5 days down from their villages, come to Kathmandu. Maybe the family has a friend that's there, someone they can stay with while they try to find some support. When you come from a impoverished rural background, your opportunities and the possibilities for you are so narrow and circumscribed. And then with education and contact with the larger world, it's a huge transformation. Through donations alone, we've educated 200 children from kindergarten through grade 12. A child gets room and board, all of their schooling for a year, all of their needs taken care of for only $800 to $1,000. It's amazing, and it's life-changing for these children. The educational system in Nepal, when the kids graduate from class 10, they take a big national school leaving certificate exam. And when I first started this program, if they had that level of education, they were doing great. They could get a government job. It was sufficient. But the whole culture has been changing so rapidly and modernizing as the years have gone by. We've had to add additional education, sending the kids on to class 11, 12. Now just this last year, we started sending them on to university. So each one of those steps is a big change in our program and a big challenge for us. So at this juncture, where we're getting ready, where we're sending our first students on to university, it's a big challenge for us. It's a big expansion of our program. It's a big expansion of expense. So we really need the support to be able to send these kids on so that they have the education they need to really be able to make it. We really hope that you can attend this event. It will mean so much to so many.